So I would consider myself one of the biggest advocate for Bob Marley, Robert Nesta Marley, to be a national hero of Jamaica. I actually think it's embarrassing. It's like a travesty to me, my personal opinion, why Bob Marley is not a national hero of Jamaica. And I have not met one person outside of Jamaica, non-Jamaicans, that I've had a conversation with that would not agree with me. Everybody that I've met that's not from Jamaica, that we have this conversation, people have even asked me like, he's not a national hero? Are you kidding me? Like, I've met people that have never been to Jamaica. I've even met I've met a few people that don't even know the name Jamaica, but they know Bob Marley. I've had conversations with people and they're like, where are you from? And I'm like, Jamaica. And they're like, Jamaica? Where's that? And I'm like, Bob Marley. And they're like, oh, Bob Marley, So for me, like, I'm on this journey and I'm going to use my platform whenever I can, whatever it takes. But I believe that Bob Marley should be a national hero of Jamaica. I'm willing to even take it further to say, look, Bob Marley is Jamaica and Jamaica is Bob Marley. The Jamaica that we know, that we love and enjoy today, the Jamaica that is one of the biggest brand in the entire world for such a small island with 3 million people, one of the world's biggest brand, that Jamaica would not be Jamaica without the impact of Bob Marley. And that's undeniable. I don't care who want to argue or whatever people want to say. That is undeniable. And that is why I believe that it is a travesty why that man is not a national hero. I can dare anyone to name one person in the history of modern humanity that has had more impact on one country than Bob Marley. Name one person. Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, you name it down the line, there is not one person that would have had an impact on the world, on a country, on the brand of a country like Bob Marley. And as I said, that is undeniable. And one of the things I've observed in the past couple of years, I would say the past 5 years, like I've seen a trend where even on social media, like people would go on social media and they would talk about Jamaica. It's like a love fest with Jamaica. Oh, they love Jamaica and Jamaica is the best country in the world. Jamaica is the best Caribbean island. Jamaica is this, Jamaica is that. There's been a trend with that. We have seen over the past couple of years also content creators merging onto Jamaica to do videos, and we would see those like videos with like millions in views talking about the culture of Jamaica and the people. And we also seen like African content creators that have their channel, the sole purpose of their channel, African content creators, is to talk about Jamaica and why Africans love Jamaica so much. I've seen that trend in the past 4 to 5 years. And there are people that would come across online and say like, oh, Jamaica is the best country in the world. Jamaica is the best island in the Caribbean because of its people. Jamaica have the most loving people in the world, and Jamaica is this and Jamaica is that. I'm Jamaican and I can tell you that is nonsense. Everywhere I've traveled in the Caribbean, there are lovely people across the Caribbean. There are people across the Caribbean that's warm, that's loving, that's friendly. Like, I've traveled extensively, and I think the only place I've been to and the people were not as nice, to be honest, is Dominican Republic. But like, I would not say like Jamaica have the nicest people in the world. I'm a Jamaican and I would not say we have the nicest people in the world. I've been to Cuba and I've seen like the hospitality from some of the Cuban people, and, you know, been to St. Vincent, Barbados, like all over the Caribbean, and people are warm and loving. Because I think people don't realize the people in the Caribbean, whether you're in Jamaica, St. Vincent, Barbados, Antigua, Barbuda, Turks and Caicos, wherever you are, we're pretty much the same people. We're from the same ancestors. Like, the same set of Africans are in the Caribbean, the same set of Indians in the Caribbean, the same set of Chinese in the Caribbean. So we're pretty much the same people. And to me, that's why I'm saying the difference with Jamaica, what make Jamaica such a big brand, has nothing to do with the people, nothing to do with we are the most loving people in the world. They are loving people other places. We're not the only people that are kind and loving. So my point is the difference between Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Barbados, you name it. The only difference is Bob Marley. We had Bob Marley and other places did not have Bob Marley. And that is the reason why I am a big advocate for Bob Marley to be a national hero. And I'm willing to take down any of those national heroes and replace them with Bob Marley. Any one of them. I personally don't believe politicians should be national hero. They're paid to do a job. And our politicians in the Caribbean, they go in like some of them going poor and they come out with generational wealth. To me, that is no reason for you to be a national hero. I think the only person I can see that I can think offhand right now that would be a national hero in the Caribbean is that guy, Maurice Bishop. And Maurice Bishop died for his country. And that is the only reason why I would put him as a national hero. But politicians should not be national hero. So that is my point. The reason why Jamaica is so loved around the world, the reason why Jamaica is one of the biggest brands in the world is not because of its people. It's because of Bob Marley. Okay, so to further prove my point to you, I'm going to share a video with you from one of my favorite Jamaican YouTubers, which is Jamaica.com with Xavier Murphy. And in this video, he was interviewing a Jamaican woman living in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is one of the countries that's been trending online in recent times because of its young military leader, Ibrahim Traore. So this was a very interesting video, and this is going to further prove why I believe that Bob Marley should be national hero of Jamaica. So let's take a look at this video.
Plus, them love reggae.
Well, that was where I was going next.
Whole nother story there, yes.
When you tell people that you are from Jamaica, what kind of reaction did you get, and how did people view Jamaicans?
Okay, so it was like, wow, the eyes would open wide because they know Bob Marley, right? So what would happen in May, on the anniversary of Bob Marley's birthday, they would have these huge events all across the country, and all of the media would be full of Bob Marley's music. People would walk for miles to go to these concerts on these days. So in terms of being a Jamaican now, and people make this connection, I'll tell you, how serious it is. When Ramadan was closing, 4:00 in the morning, and Ramadan is the Muslim annual fasting season.
Yeah.
And they're closing Ramadan. 4:00 in the morning, I'm awakened to one love, one heart. Yes. So, no, but the most interesting I'm a Jamaican story was traveling to Benin by car, by road. And so I take out my Jamaican passport when we get to customs and immigration, which was really just a little building, it was interesting. But the man said, Jamaique, j'aime la Jamaïque. And then the next thing was Bob Marley. I had to sing a song before he let me into the country. Him wouldn't know, so when we grew up, my mother did not really allow us to listen to Bob Marley's music. And yes. But yes, of course,
So
that
was your initiation to get in.
I am telling you, I had to sing Bob Marley's music to get into Benin. But it was
okay then. So if that video doesn't prove that, look, Bob Marley really need to be national hero of Jamaica, I don't know what else would prove it. Because the thing is, Burkina Faso wasn't even named when Bob Marley was alive. It's the president of Burkina Faso, Thomas Sankara, when he took over, was the one that renamed the country into Burkina Faso. And many countries in Africa, pretty much all the countries in Africa, every civil war, every liberation story in Africa, Bob Marley, music is at the center of it. Every Africans that I've met know about Bob Marley. If they don't know anything about Jamaica, they know about Bob Marley. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because, like, I'm a Jamaican that I've been in the diaspora for a while, over 20 years. I worked in hospitality for a long time, so I've met hundreds of thousands of people. And in my journey, in my profession, I think I've only met one person in my entire life, one person that did not know who Bob Marley was. And that was an exchange that I had with someone from China, someone that just came from China. And this is like a communist China where there's no YouTube in China, there's no Instagram. They are locked off from the outside world. So that was understandable. But every single person that I've met in my profession, and when you're in hospitality, you can ask any Jamaican if you work on a cruise ship, if you work in Dubai, if you work like anywhere you work in the world where you encounter people from all over the world. I've met people from, I think, almost every single country in the world. I've met someone from because of hospitality. And every time, like, there are even situations where when I was working in Bermuda at the time, I would, like, you'd get like free drinks. You know, when people know that you're Jamaican, like, girls would just throw themselves at you. Like, at the time, leaving Jamaica, never had that experience before. Going to Bermuda, meeting people from Europe, from other places, and you just utter the word Jamaican, and they want to marry you and take you back to their country. That is the power of Bob Marley. And so, to me, I just believe that, as I said, for this election year in Jamaica, I know there's going to be a referendum for Jamaica to become a republic. And I believe that in that process, this making Bob Marley a national hero would be like a crowning achievement of that. Jamaica becoming a republic, having a new national hero within Bob Marley at the same time. And if the Prime Minister of Jamaica is watching, Mr. Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness, aka Bro God, if you're watching this video and you want to stamp your name in history, that is the way to go. Jamaica, Republic, Bob Marley, new national hero. This nonsense about national icon creating a different status for okay, no one else can be, or Bob Marley does not qualify to be a national hero, so we're going to create another category and call him national icon. That would be a slap in the face. That would be a slap in the face. Bob Marley should be national hero. I know when, as someone, as I said, that travel, and when you go across the world and you go to major cities across the world, they are like the crown jewel of that country, wherever you go. So you're in Canada, you come to Toronto, you see the big CN Tower. You go to New York, the Statue of Liberty. You go to Brazil, you see Christ the Redeemer, that big statue, iconic statue in Brazil. You go to Dubai, you see the Burj Khalifa. You go to France, you see the Eiffel Tower. Like, there are all these countries across the world that have some iconic landmark. And I believe that Jamaica becoming a republic, Jamaica need to have one of those big statues of Bob Marley somewhere, whether it's in Montego Bay, whether it's in Kingston, of Bob Marley. Welcome to Jamaica, the big statue of Bob Marley. That is just my belief, because the tourism product in Jamaica becoming one of the number one all-inclusive destination in the world, that was because of Bob Marley. I remember when they started, the Jamaica Tourist Board started using the Bob Marley One Love, Come to Jamaica, and that was decades ago. I studied Jamaican history. I studied hospitality history when I was in school, and that was the time when Jamaica tourism changed, when we started using the One Love, Jamaica One Love. And I believe that Jamaica has made billions of dollars in tourism. Jamaica has become like a destination that everyone wants to go. and that is because of Bob Marley. So all I'm saying is that 2025, Jamaica going for a referendum. Jamaica wants to be a republic. Please make Bob Marley national hero. That's all I'm saying. So guys, sound off in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this. Do you believe that Bob Marley should be the next national hero of Jamaica? The same way we praise the Prime Minister of Barbados, the Honorable Mia Mottley, for making sure that Rihanna becoming a national hero of Barbados. Rihanna is a young woman. Rihanna has she's put Barbados on the map, and that was the right thing to do, making her a national hero. So Bob Marley, national hero. Sound off in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.